Lately, I've been craving a reset, a return to small intentional rhythms that make my days feel grounded and joyful. Today, I'm walking you through the healthy habits I'm reestablishing into my routine. I'll be using the principles from Atomic Habits to help guide this reset. The book breaks down how lasting change doesn't come from motivation or willpower alone, but from small, consistent actions that are obvious, easy, attractive, and satisfying. As I move through this slow and simple day, I'll show you how I'm applying these 4 habit laws to reshape my daily routines in a way that actually feels sustainable. Whether you're rebuilding your own rhythms or just looking for gentle inspiration, I hope this feels like a warm and hopeful place to begin again. Good morning, friends. Welcome to today's video. I wanted to do a video where I reset some of my healthy habits. So these might be things that I haven't done in a while that I want to start integrating into my routines, or it could be something I've been a little inconsistent on and want to incorporate those. One of the first shifts I'm making is waking up earlier and keeping my phone on airplane mode for the first hour of my day. I want to wake up earlier for a couple of reasons. One of those things is incorporating movement into my day. Right now, that looks like waking up early and going to the gym. I didn't feel like lifting weights today, so instead I just did a stretching video and a full body Pilates workout. There are 4 laws of behavior change mentioned in the book Atomic Habits. First one is to make it obvious. We can't change what we don't notice, so the first law is to make it obvious. That might look like putting your vitamins out on the counter or setting out your workout clothes the night before. Just small visual cues that nudge you in the right direction. Something I really want to be consistent at is taking my supplements. To keep things easy, I like to prep my supplements in this little container the week prior, and then I'll set them on my counter so that I'm seeing them multiple times a day. Habit change becomes possible when we reduce friction. So setting out my supplements on the counter, all organized into each day, really reduces the friction of the habit and makes taking them a lot easier for me. I've also been using my Lumen to track my metabolism in the morning. If you've never heard of Lumen, it's the world's first handheld metabolic coach. With just one breath, Lumen can measure your metabolism.
Inhale deeply through your Lumen. Hold your breath. Exhale in 3, 2, 1.
It lets you know if you're burning fat or carbs. This is really important because when we easily shift from burning carbs and fats in our body, depending on our energy needs, it's a sign of metabolic flexibility. Metabolic health is really closely connected to losing weight because getting better at using carbs as fuel ensures they're used as energy and not stored as fat. Then Lumen gives you a personalized nutrition plan for that day based on your measurements. If you feel like you've been doing all the right things but your weight isn't budging, or maybe you're struggling with your energy levels, this tool can really help you understand what your body is going through. You can also breathe into it before and after workouts or meals, and you'll know exactly what's going on in your body in real time. After getting to know you through your breath, Lumen gives you a metabolic flex score that you can track and improve. If you would like 15% off your own Lumen, you can go to lumen.me/Kian and use the code Kian to save 15%. The next habit that I would love to be consistent in my routine is having some quiet time before my son wakes up. Having quiet time before my son wakes up feels like such a gift. It's a habit I look forward to, and that's key. Habits stick when we genuinely enjoy them. For me, that's reading, journaling, and spending a moment with God. I'm using the principle of making it attractive and obvious for this one by having my book set out first thing in the morning for me to grab, and making it attractive by going into the office, which is a different space that feels inspiring and peaceful to me. Another little healthy habit that I want to incorporate back into my routine is making the bed. It's such a simple thing, but I feel like it really, I don't know, it just like is such an easy way to boost your morale for the day. The fourth law is to make it satisfying. Whether it's checking a box in Habit Tracker or the quiet joy of a tidy room after making the bed, finding little ways to feel good about following through helps make habits stick. Another habit that I want to incorporate into our routine is just prepping lunches especially, and some healthy treats for Legend. So today I'm going to make a chicken and rice soup. We bought a rotisserie chicken a couple days ago. Kyle pre-shredded it, so it should be a really easy recipe, and I feel like soup is just a great thing to have on hand because it lasts very well in the fridge and it's just such an easy meal to have. And then I also want to prep some mango popsicles. We have a mango tree on the property, so it's mango season. There's so many ripe mangoes, like too many that we don't know what to do with all of them. So I bought some popsicle molds from Target, and my neighbor was telling me she just blends up all of the mangoes in a blender and then puts them in the molds, and then it's like 100% mango popsicles, and her kids love them. So I think I'm gonna do mangoes, and maybe with a little bit of coconut milk as well. I feel like you could really do it anyway, but yeah, I want to prep those so Legend has a little sweet, healthy treat. One habit I'm working on breaking is double scrolling. Gosh, I always just feel so drained when I am consuming something like a TV show and also scrolling on my phone or trying to multitask. So instead, I'm starting to knit while I watch things. This helps keep my hands busy, my brain calm, and I feel so much better at the end of the night. Another easy thing could just be putting your phone in a drawer when you sit down to watch something. So I'm currently knitting this, it's gonna be I don't know what it's called, a bolero or a shrug, but essentially it's gonna be like going across my chest and then have some sleeves, and it's gonna kind of be like a loose knit kind of throw over shrug is the hopes. I feel like I might have made it a little too big, but we'll see. I'm really loving the yarn I'm knitting with, but I definitely did not order enough and the color just went out of stock. So I'm hoping it'll be restocked soon because I'm gonna have to take a pause on this project when I run out. last thing I want to focus on is getting outside more and also stretching. Going outside for sunset is something that's already pretty regularly incorporated into my routine, so I'm going to use James Clear advice on habit stacking. This is when you stack on a new habit to something you already have down in your routine. So for me, I really want to stretch more. Since I already go out for sunset pretty often, I decided to start incorporating my stretching when I'm out for sunset. We don't need to change everything at once. Atomic Habits reminds us that small habits done consistently shape our future selves. So if you're feeling out of rhythm, just start with one. I hope this inspired you to find what makes your life feel more aligned. I love you guys, and remember, Jesus loves you more.